Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. So this is a video for chapter 12, Amino Acids, and in this video we're going to discuss the subtopic of 12.1, Introduction to Amino Acid. So in this video we're going to look on what is amino acid, how to name your amino acid, and how does your amino acid looks like in real life. So amino acid, or we call it as the alpha amino acids. Okay, amino acid contains a basic amino group, NH2, and an acidic carboxyl group, COOH. So dalam satu compound of an amino acid, we have amino group, we have carboxyl group, and the amino group is bonded to the alpha carbon of carboxyl group. Okay, kita panggil dia alpha amino acid, okay, because due the structure is like this. Okay, apa maksud dia alpha carbon dekat sini? So you have a carboxyl group. This carboxyl group bonded to a particular carbon. This carbon bonded to your amino group. So this is the alpha carbon where the amino group is bonded. So all the structures of amino acid semuanya akan jadi macam ni. Okay, meaning when you are drawing your amino acid, awak akan lukis this alpha carbon bonded to a carboxyl group, bonded to an amino group, hydrogen, and then G over here. So G dekat sini adalah apa? Side chain. So your amino acid is found nearly in all proteins, and amino acids differ from each other in the structure of the side chain G. So maksudnya yang ini sahaja yang berbeza. Bahagian atas ni semua adalah sama untuk semua amino acid. Okay, so let's take a look on the 20 standards amino acid that you have. Okay, so yang ni tak perlu hafal. Okay, cuma awak just familiarize with the structures sahaja, because in exam soalan akan bagi awak the structure of the amino acid, okay, for you to draw for the reaction or anything. Okay, dia akan bagilah. Okay, cuma awak kena tahulah kita ada 20 standard amino acid. So we have glycine, yang the first four, glycine, alanine, valine, and leucine. So if you look over here, yang berbeza cuma dekat bahagian bawah ni saja. Okay, despite. Okay, yang mana tadi kita punya side chain saja yang berbeza. Bahagian atas dekat sini semua adalah sama. You have your alpha carbon bonded to a carboxyl group and then amino group. Okay, so sama je lah semua dekat sini. Yang berbeza dekat side chain. So the simplest amino acid is your glycine. Okay, dia punya kira short name dia, short name lah kira macam ni, gly. Okay, so gly, ala dekat sini for alanine, val, valine, leucine. Okay, so perbezaan dia dekat sini, okay, alanine ada methyl group. So untuk valine dia ada isopropyl dekat sini. So untuk leucine dia ada isobutyl. Kita tengok yang seterusnya pula. Okay, another your amino acid. So isoleucine, phenylalanine, proline, serine, and threonine. Okay, so like I mentioned just now, the difference is at the side chain saja dekat sini. Okay. So untuk side chain dia, okay, maybe there will be some structures yang mana dia punya amino group dekat sini is bonded to another carbon. But most of it, dia akan stay as NH2 amino group dekat sini. Okay, the next one we have tyrosine, cysteine, methionine, asparagine, and glutamine. Okay, so these are the structures of your amino acids, and these are the side chains that is bonded to the alpha carbon over here. So now over here is tryptophan, okay, aspartic acid, glutamic acid. Okay, untuk aspartic acid and glutamic acid, if you can see over here, we have two carboxyl group. Okay, carboxyl group, so maksudnya nanti dekat sini, okay, this will be the parent chain of the amino acid later when we are trying to name. Okay, so dekat sini pun sama, dalam satu amino acid ada dua parent chain. Okay, tapi the main one adalah this one lah. Okay, the one that is bonded to the alpha carbon. Yang ni semua adalah side chain sahaja. Okay, the last three of your amino acid, we have lysine, arginine, and histidine. Okay, so kalau yang dekat sini untuk lysine, arginine, histidine, dia akan ada extra amino group dekat sini. Okay, despite, okay, tapi like I mentioned before, you don't have to worry about the amino groups, the side chain dekat sini. Okay, sebab apa? Dia akan diberikan dalam exam for the reaction to occur, untuk kalau dia minta awak lukis structure or anything. So you don't have to memorize the 20 amino acids. You just need to know what is the reaction that going to occur and where the reaction will occur. Alright, right now we're going to discuss the IUPAC nomenclature for our amino acid. So the amino acid will be named as amino derivative of carboxylic acid. Okay, so cara dia adalah identify, okay, macam biasa, identify the longest carbon chain bearing the carboxylic functional group. Okay, so apa jua terjadi, okay, this carboxyl group yang dekat sini mesti jadi carbon nombor 1. This carbon is carbon number 2. The alpha carbon must be carbon number 2. So your amino group, okay, nak tak nak, untuk semua amino acid, dia akan jadi 2 amino dekat sini. Okay, so despite yang ni, okay, kita ada 2 amino dekat sini. Okay, so carbon number 1 is over here. So, awak akan kira awak punya longest carbon chain include this carboxyl group from carbon number 1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ataupun 4, 5 is the same. So, katakan dekat sini, yang ni adalah substituent. So, substituent ni berada pada carbon yang keempat. So, 4 methyl. So, naming your amino acid sama macam kita nak namakan kita punya carboxylic acid. Okay, jadi, apa akan jadi pada nama dia dekat sini? So, amino group at the second carbon and then methyl group at the fourth carbon. So, alphabetical order. So, dia akan jadi 2 amino 4 methyl pentanoic acid because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. So, this is actually the structure of your leucine. So, leucine tu adalah nama protein dia. Okay, by the IUPAC name, kita akan gunakan nomenclature of carboxylic acid. Now, kita pergi terus kepada soalan tutorial awak. Kita terus bincang through this video. Okay, the first one, define alpha amino acid. So, what is alpha amino acid? Okay, so this is the definition of your alpha amino acid. So, alpha amino acid is compound which has an amino group and a carboxyl group bonded to the same carbon. Okay, so tadi yang mana the general structure of your amino acid. So, you will have this alpha carbon bonded to a carboxyl group. Okay, this is the carboxyl group. And then at this carbon as well, kita akan ada amino group dekat sini. And bonded to hydrogen. And then, whatever side chain yang kita ada dekat sini. Okay, depends on the amino acid. Okay, now, the next one. Name the following alpha amino acids using the IUPAC nomenclature. So, kita start satu persatu. So, katakan this one. Okay. So, apa yang awak kena buat adalah tentukan dekat mana awak punya amino acid, carboxyl group, dan tentukan dekat mana awak punya amino acid. Amino group. So, this is your amino group. This is the carboxyl group. Okay. So, maksudnya dekat sini, this carbon is the alpha carbon. Okay. Jadi, determine dekat mana kedudukan alpha carbon. Okay, once you know the position of the alpha carbon, so this carbon is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. Okay, so kalau macam ni, awak tak pasti macam mana bentuk dia sebenarnya. Okay, so you can draw it back. So, CnH2, CH, COOH, okay, CH, CH3 with another CH3 dekat sini. Okay, jadi naming longest carbon chain, carbon number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, ada 4 dekat sini. Okay, yang mana your amino group and this methyl group adalah substituent. Okay, so this one is 3 methyl. Okay, and then this one is 2 amino. Okay, jadi nama dia akan jadi apa? So, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, you will have, okay, butanoic acid. So, tulis dulu dia punya parent name. So, butanoic acid. Okay, dan pada carbon yang kedua, ada 2 amino. Pada carbon yang ketiga, ada 3 methyl. So, full name dia akan jadi 2 amino, 3 methyl butanoic acid. Okay, so ini adalah dia punya nama. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. Okay, yang seterusnya, this one. Okay, sama juga, cari dekat mana awak punya alpha carbon. So, this is the alpha carbon. Okay, carboxyl group, amino group. Okay, so, carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. And if you look over here, you have C6H5. So, bila awak nampak ada C6H5 dekat sini, yang ni maksudnya apa? This actually represent your benzene ring. Okay, so benzene ring dekat sini adalah sebahagian daripada awak punya substituent. Okay, jadi, so since dia adalah sebahagian daripada substituent, okay, so longest carbon chain 1, 2, 3. So, kita ada propanoic acid. Okay, so kalau dia adalah substituent, so this part dia akan jadi 2 phenyl. Okay, sorry, 3 phenyl sebab dekat carbon nombor 3, dekat sini awak punya amino group akan jadi 2 amino. Okay, jadi the full name of this carboxylic acid will be 2 amino, 3 phenyl propanoic acid. Okay, now, so you can pause this video for a bit and then try for the other 2 amino acid. Okay, dan lepas awak dah tulis nama dia, okay, then check your answer. Okay, so this will be 2 amino 3 hydroxy propanoic acid because you have a hydroxy group over here. Okay, sebagai substituent. And then position 2 amino ni sama je dekat sini. Dia mesti 2 amino. Okay, and then the last one over here, since you have 2 carboxyl group, okay, so awak akan ada dioic acid. So, ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that's why you will get a pentane dioic acid, 2 amino pentane dioic acid. Okay, the next question. Draw the structural formula of the following compound. So, kita start dengan A, 2 amino 4 methyl pentanoic acid. Okay, jadi awak boleh draw. Okay, so katakan kat sini A. Okay, draw macam biasa. Okay, draw the pentanoic acid dulu. Okay, jadi pentanoic acid 2, 3, 4, 5. So, double bond O. Okay, OH. So, this will be carbon number 1. Carbon number 1, carbon number 2. So, dekat carbon number 2 dekat sini yang awak akan ada awak punya amino group. Okay, and then carbon number 4. So, saya nomborkanlah senang. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, here at the carbon number 4, awak akan ada methyl group. Okay, sama ada you want to draw it as a skeletal structure macam ni, atau you can also draw your condensed structure. So, kalau condensed structure C, okay, COOH and H2 hydrogen dekat sini. Okay, so dia pentanoic acid. Ni tadi saya carbon kelima. Okay, pentanoic acid. So, awak ada 1, 2. Okay, jadi CH2 3, CH2 4, CH3 5. Okay, so dia akan jadi macam ni lah. Okay, sama ada skeletal ataupun condensed structure. But it will be easier if you just draw the skeletal structure. Okay, kemudian yang seterusnya. So, 2 amino 3 hydroxy butanoic acid. Okay, so saya tulis skeletal structure saja. So, butanoic acid dekat sini. Okay, butanoic, sebenarnya kat sini ada perkataan acid. Okay, acid. Okay, so butanoic acid first. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So, double bond O, OH. So, this will be carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4. Okay, jadi pada position yang kedua dekat sini, okay, saya padam. So, here you will have your amino group. Okay, carbon nombor 2 dekat sini tadi. Okay. Okay, and then kemudian pada position yang ketiga at carbon number 3, you have your hydroxy group. Okay, so dapatlah bentuk dia macam ni. Okay, and then last but not least, question C, 2-amino 3-methyl pentanoic acid. Okay, so pentanoic acid 2, 3, 4, 5 double bond O, OH. Okay, amino, carbon number 2 and H2. So 1, 2, 3 methyl dekat sini. Okay, so this is the structure for C.